Hi, everyone. Welcome to your gentle Vinyasa and Happy New Year. As many of you know, this is a very chill restorative practice, so make sure you're warm enough. And if you want any particular props, yoga blocks, bolsters, blankets, pillows, blankets around, you can grab all of those. And we are going to start lying down. So making yourself super comfortable. However that looks, you could even elevate your legs on a piece of furniture and have your upper body on the mat or ground. If you want to start any kind of music, that's also an option. Some of you can have my Spotify profile, and others can maybe just start music that you enjoy, or practicing in silence can be nice as well. So I'm coming into a heart bench here because I have 2 blocks, but really whatever feels good to you, you can simply just lie down flat on the mat as well. So let's start to take some long, deep breaths in through the nose, nice and slow. And exhaling it out. And keep that going in and out. And continue. Filling your belly, your ribs, your heart center, your upper back, your neck, shoulders, face. Really expanding the breath more than usual. Face nice and relaxed. Eyes drawing back toward the base of the head. Here, we are opening up to receiving our relaxation, our breath. We are doing this on a Friday, so we can also release the week that came before us here today. Releasing expectations that we need to have it all together for the new year already. Calling in softness. Calling in acceptance, compassion. Breathing all of that right into your heart center. Let's take a few more deep breaths here. Remembering that it's never a waste of time to rest and breathe deeply in the body. This is the fastest pathway to healing, nourishing our nervous system, softening the mind, turning the volume down really low so we can just be. We'll start to wiggle the toes and roll the ankles. And maybe wiggle the fingers and roll the wrists. Really reach through the hands. And then maybe starting to stretch through your body fully in any way that feels good to you. Couple more breaths here, really just lengthening, squeezing, stretching, opening. Use your sigh. Good. And then just let the arms fall down to bring the body again to the mat or the ground. Let's let the head rock from side to side. Moving into the neck a little bit more. Getting that passive massage on the base of the head. Couple more. Turning the cheek all the way towards the ground and switching. And then coming back to center, let's take a deep breath into the nose. Hold it at the top, maybe squeeze a little bit internally. And exhale. Again, inhaling deeply. Squeezing maybe from the root block, like a kegel. Squeezing the stress out of the body. And exhale. If you are not already flat on the mat, I'm going to invite you to move all of your props and cushions out of the way so you can then be on the mat completely. And we're going to bring our knees into our chest slowly and just rocking here. Knees can be together, knees can be apart, rocking across the sacrum, back and forth, whatever feels good to you. Good. And then we're going to stretch the feet up to the ceiling, rolling through the ankles, pointing and flexing the feet. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees, opening the arms to a T, palms facing up, taking the knees over to the right and turning the upper body to the left. Breathing here into the twist. And then moving through center, take a long breath in. Exhale, knees over to the left, gazing to the right. And then we're going to do one more on each side. Inhale into center, knees to the right, upper body gaze to the left. And center. and over to the left. And then coming back to center, we're going to set the feet onto the mat, hands to the belly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Again, inhaling and exhaling. We're going to extend the legs. The legs are going to go left leg to left corner of mat, right, I should say right foot to corner of the mat. So your legs are in like a V shape. Feet at the corner of the mat, corners of the mat. You're going to take your hands behind the head, and this is going to engage your core, but I want you to think about it more of a neck stretch. So we're going to bring the chin up towards the chest, and we're just going to rock with the head lifted. You're going to gently tug the head up, and we're going to rock here. Good. So you should feel a nice stretch, even in the upper back, maybe, the more you lift up. And you can really tug up as much as you want. And we're breathing here. You can even point your toes for a little bit more energy down the leg, or you can keep the feet more relaxed. Just a few more. Good. And then we're going to come down to the mat completely. Take a long breath in. And exhale. And we're going to bend the knees, and you're going to step your feet onto the mat, feet parallel. And we're going to do some soft bridge lifting through the body. So arms by your side, framing the body, palms down. We're going to slowly ripple up from the thighs, the pelvis, the belly, the ribs, the heart on the inhale. And exhale, slowly melting it down, relaxing your seat. Rising up in your own time. Inhale. And exhaling. So just take a few more on your own. See if you feel like you want to rise up enough to get a little bit more in that neck stretch where you're really lifting and the chin is tucking in towards the heart. And we're just going to do one more. And then releasing down. We're going to bring the knees back into the chest, rolling across the lower back, knees together or apart or a combination. And then taking the feet down, open them up as wide as the mat. And you can either have your hands on your body here or out wide in a T. We're going to just let the legs fall from one side to the other, like windshield wipers. And I always say slower feels better to me here in terms of the pace of movement. So you can really get into the quad, up into the psoas, into a knee stretch, maybe holding that deep stretch a little bit longer. Do your best to stay with that long, deep breath. Good. And then we're going to come back to center. Open up your knees, bring the soles of the feet together. We won't be here for too long. Hands towards the lower belly womb area and just breathing into that area. From across the front of the pelvis, wrapping around into the hips and the lower back. Just a few more breaths here, staying in that place of receiving and resting, but still very much engaging with body in an area that we don't usually pay too much attention to. See if you can even take the breath down into the pelvic floor so you are breathing fully, belly nice and soft. The breath moving towards the heart as well. Taking the last deep inhale here. And on the exhale, we're just going to roll to our side with the knees bent and bring an arm underneath your head, whichever way direction feels right for you. And just pausing here, coming into a little cocoon. And then using your hands to slowly press yourself up to sit. We're going to find our center here, cross-legged. If you want to sit up on something, you're welcome to, or not. You can do that. And just sitting up nice and tall. We'll close the eyes again. Letting the hands rest either on your lap or on your belly, heart. You see what feels best. Just taking a moment to call your energy back in, to feel that connection with yourself, whatever may be simmering for you today. What's coming up for you? Can you listen and receive it? Can you honor it? If you'd like to set an intention for this day, maybe this weekend, this month ahead, this year, whatever feels right for you. We'll bring our palms to press. Chanting Om one time, let's really open up our throat chakra to send that vibration through the body. So really allowing yourself to open up here. We'll inhale. Bowing towards your heart, honoring yourself for showing up, and you could be doing so many other things. You're making this practice a priority for you. It's so important. And we'll release the hands and starting to circle the head all the way around, nice and slow. I woke up really feeling the fact that I was clenching my jaw in my sleep last night, feeling it in my head, feeling it in my neck here, and down into my shoulders. So you relate to that, you can work some of that out today. And really giving the body full permission to move any way it wants to. I'm here to guide you, but you always know best. And let's circle the opposite direction. Just a couple more. Feeling really good, as it always does. Right, we'll take the right ear to the right shoulder, pausing and breathing, lifting up from your belly, from your heart. If you'd like, right hand reaching over to the opposite ear. Inhale. And exhale. Let's tuck the chin towards our chest, moving the hand more towards the base of the head. Feeling that stretch, change, and move a little bit. And releasing the hand down, chin towards your chest, rolling towards the belly, breathing through your spine. And left ear to left shoulder, pausing, lifting up from your heart. Maybe left hand reaching over to the opposite ear. Releasing that top hand a bit, chin towards the chest as you bring that top hand towards the base of the head. So it's kind of just like a tilt as opposed to center. And releasing that hand down, chin towards your chest. Let's bring the hands behind the base of the head for a little bit of extra pressure here. Elbows towards one another, and then just rocking, moving any way you want. And then we're going to slowly rise up here with the elbows opening. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out through your mouth. We're going to bring the fingertips to our temples at our head. Just give yourself a little head massage, maybe jaw, maybe neck and shoulders, maybe center of your forehead. You can use your knuckles too. That can be nice in the jaw. Reminding yourself that you're exactly where you are meant to be. And there's nothing else you should be doing in this moment. In the last few breaths, if you want to move down the body more, if you want to stay with the head, neck and shoulders, whatever feels right for you. And then we're just going to bring both hands to tap and along the collarbone area, get our thyroid energized here. And then just letting the hand rest on your thighs, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. Let's lift the shoulders up to the ears and roll them down. Up and down. Few of these. And then we're going to clasp the hands behind the back, reach your knuckles down, lift up through your heart, open the throat, and chin toward the chest, arms lifting. Rising up, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. A couple more. Last tuck of the chin. Releasing your hands, arms floating up, inhale. Exhale, coming down to your heart center, pausing for a couple of breaths. Excuse me. Lifting up through the belly, through the heart. I'm just going to get a quick drink. And then we'll release the hands. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together with a long diamond in between the legs. So heels not too close to the hips, further forward. Lifting tall, we'll circle the head, or excuse me, circle the upper body all the way around. Good. And then we're going to melt towards the toes, breathing up the back. We're going to walk it over to the right, reaching through your side. Moving through center and to the left. And last time to center. Folding. And we'll roll it up. Coming to the top, deep breath in. Exhale. Arms floating up to the sky. Inhale. Let's go side to side, starting right. Reaching through that whole side body and over. So following your own pace here, side to side. Good. A couple more. Finding that space in this part of the body. And then we're going to reach up to center when you're ready. Inhaling tall, turning towards the right for a twist. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, gently turn. Keep that going. And if you'd like, right ear to right shoulder. And chin towards your chest. We'll lift the head, turning forward, reaching up. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Inhaling tall. Exhale to turn. Keep that going. And left ear to left shoulder. And chin towards the chest. And we'll lift the head, turning forward, reaching up. Inhale. Hands behind the head again, open the heart. Leaning to one side, and we'll circle all the way around. And then we'll circle all the way up. Take a long breath in. Exhale, hands down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet a little bit closer to the hips. And from here, we're going to make circles again, going a little bit deeper in that groin pelvic area. And going the opposite direction. Good. And then coming back to center, just pressing the feet strongly, taking a long breath in. All the way up to the crown, hold the breath, maybe squeeze that root lock. And exhale it out. Shoulders heavy, lift it up one more. Inhale. Holding the breath, squeezing. And exhaling. And just find your natural breath. Here at your center. And then we're going to come off of our cushion, if you're on one. Before we come onto all fours, we're going to come into the center of our mat on our seat. We're going to roll up into a little ball and we're going to rock and wake up the spine a little bit. And you can come as far back as you want. Make it playful. Good. And maybe one more. And then we're going to roll up and cross your feet and shins. We're going to come onto all fours. Bringing it back. And I'm going to take off my socks. You may want to as well, or you can keep them on, see what you prefer. We will be taking downward dog soon. So from here on all fours, knees underneath your hips, we'll move right into it, inhaling the heart and the seat to open and lift, and exhale to round. Keep that going, inhaling and exhale. Softening the face, softening the eyes. Few more sets. And then as you round, we'll press into the hand, tuck the toes, press back, seat towards your heels, give your feet a nice stretch for a moment. And then we're going to press up into downward dog, pedaling through the legs. Keep opening up the shoulders. And then come forward, plank, breathing, holding, feeling that strength build. Breathing from crown all the way down to the heels. You can always bring the knees down. Gazing over the top of the mat to open up your chest a little bit. And then we're going to come down onto the belly, tops of the feet press. Inhale to lift your heart. And exhale to slowly lower, very nice, come up onto the knees. We're going to circle the hips all the way around. Forward, side to side, and back. And then we're going to open up our knees, bring our big toes to touch, send your seat back, child's pose, releasing the head towards the mat. Maybe letting the elbows relax, or you can keep the arms more active. And then we're going to lift the seat up a little bit. You're going to slide the right arm behind the left wrist and come onto the side, the right side of the head, and really reach the energy through the right fingertips. If you want, you can keep the left hand grounded, or you could take a variation with that left arm if you like. And we're going to slowly unwind. Let's bring the right arm up to the side and open all the way up. Roll the wrist, squeeze the hand, the fingers. And then bring that right hand down and we'll do the left side. So left hand just sliding through. See if you want that right hand to stay grounded or if you want to reach it up. And then we're going to slowly unwind, reaching the left arm up to the sky, inhaling. Exhale, or let's just roll the hand there before I forget, squeeze the fingers. And then taking the hand down, coming onto even knees here, parallel knees and shins. Soften your elbows just a little bit. We're going to circle the head and the hips. And then as we round towards the belly, we're going to tuck the toes, downward dog, pressing your back. If you want to do a couple more petals of the legs, go for it. Or if you want to take the full shape, whatever feels right. And then we're going to start to walk the hands back towards the toes, bending those knees as much as you'd like, letting yourself fold completely. Total surrender energy here. Maybe taking the hold of opposite elbows, you can nod the head. Maybe a sway from side to side. If you'd like, clasping the hands behind the back, reaching your knuckles up and over. And then releasing the arms down. Take a long breath in. And exhale, slowly roll up. But we're going to stop as we get maybe halfway and just let yourself twist and rock with the head dangling. Moving that tightness, stiffness out of the body. And then just slowly rocking yourself back to center. And we're going to continue rolling up. Chin tucking until the very last moment. Rising to the top here. Taking some long, deep breaths into Tadasana, the chest open. Feeling your feet nice and sturdy underneath you. Maybe letting out an exhale. And here, we're going to soften the knees a little bit. We're going to open up the arms really wide, spreading into your greatest wingspan. And then we're going to bring the palms together to touch in front of us. And we're going to tuck all the way in and really pierce the fingers forward. And then we're going to open up, standing taller, maybe open the heart. Inhale, exhale, hands pressing, curling. Let's do a few of these. Open all the way up, getting wider each time. And curling in. Continue. Inhale, open. And exhale. Good. Just take a couple more on your own. And one more. And as the hands press, you're going to shoot the hands up to the sky, open up the palms, stand in your feet. Take a little back bend as an option or not. Open the arms, folding down, melting towards the toes. Tapping the shins, long spine. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale to release and roll it up, continuing this flow. Arms floating up, inhale. Little back bend, opening up, melting down. Let's just do one more. And rolling up, shoulders down the back. Come and stand in the center of your mat. So the mat is going long ways on the outside of you. Hands on the hips. We're going to bend the knees in big circles all the way around. Good. Bend those knees so you can really swivel and go in the opposite direction. Good. And we're going to open up our feet, turn the toes out, bend into those knees. Knees ideally over the ankles, hands in front of your heart, and just rocking here and breathing. Lifting your chest as much as you can towards your thumbs. Feeling your breath in the belly, feeling your breath in the heart, feeling the firing up of the legs. Good. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to rise up on the inhale. Exhale it out. We're going to turn the toes evenly forward. So nice parallel feet, toes forward and heels directly back. Hands to the hips. Rise up to the waist and the heart. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Even if you need to micro bend your knees, we're going to take it down. Letting yourself melt. Maybe nodding the head. Bring a little bit more weight to the fronts of the feet. And then we're going to walk the hands forward, take a long breath in. Exhale. And we're going to lunge from side to side. So either keeping the feet planted or you can swivel the feet up. I think you know what I mean. Just going as low as you want here. Or staying higher, whatever is working for you. Couple more breaths with this. All right, so we're going to come back through center with the toes forward and the heels behind us. Lifting to that tabletop, bring your hands to your hips. Take a couple breaths, just reaching the heart forward in this extended stance, engaging the core and the spine. Good, come up on an inhale all the way up. Good, exhale. So we're going to move into warrior two on the right side, bending your right knee and spinning your right foot forward, reaching out. So warrior two, right foot forward. Getting into your stance, coming back to reverse, breathing through your side. Nice, rising up, right elbow to right thigh, reach the left arm up, pull yourself up, and then maybe take it over your cheek with the palm facing down. Connect with that back foot grounding. Slowly rising up, straightening that right leg. Take a long breath in. Exhale, back to reverse. And lifting up, inhale. Exhale, reach it forward, coming down. Trikonasana. There can always be a micro bend in that right leg if it's feeling strained. Good. And then we're going to slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, turn that right foot in, coming to the left side. Soften the left knee, turn the left foot all the way forward to the top of the mat, other top of the mat, bending into that knee deeply, coming back to reverse. Lifting up, inhale, elbow to thigh, reach up through that right arm, inhale, exhale, take it over your cheek. And then we'll rise up, inhale, straightening that left leg, coming back to reverse. Lifting up, inhale, space in that left hip, reaching forward, coming down, reaching up to that top arm. Nice. And then we're going to rise up on the inhale. Exhale, turn that left foot in, bring the hands at prayer, and just heel toe the feet in close enough, but not too close. We're coming back into our goddess. Okay, so we're going to heel toe the feet together to then turn the toes out, heels in. So just readjust so you feel steady. Yeah, we're going to reach up to the sky, inhale, open the arms, exhale down to prayer. Good. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Perfect. Rising up and down. Last one up and down. Good. Holding here. Maybe even lift your toes. Do a little adjustment so you're not gripping the mat. You're really using your strength to rise up and also root down. Good. And we're going to straighten up. Inhale. Very nice. Exhale, release. Let's kind of shake it out, taking the feet together again. Relax the shoulders, move the arms, whatever feels good. We're going to turn towards the long way of the mat. And then just ground into your feet. Put the arms up. Inhale. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, folding. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale to release. Let's walk it forward and back to downward dog. Spread through those hands. Feel the new space in your body. And then we're going to come down onto the knees. Let the feet relax. Walk your hands over to the left and step your right foot up. to the edge of the mat, and then readjust your hands. And we're just gonna breathe into the psoas on the inhale, and exhale, rock it back. A couple of these, or maybe more than a couple. We're just gonna move and breathe to the body in that right leg and left psoas hip area. Good. And then next time you bend, we're going to move into pigeon. Walking the right foot across the mat. Lifting the heart on the inhale. And exhale, taking it down and doing any modifications or using any props that you need here. All right, taking the last deep breath here. We're going to make our way back to downward dog, or sending the right leg up to open that hip and find that extension. Or you can just meet us in downward dog. Totally fine. Good. So just take a breath here, open up the hands, open up the shoulders. And then we're going to come down to the knees again. Walk the hands over to the right side. Step the left foot forward to the outer edge of the mat. We'll rock forward into that knee, open up the heart. And exhaling it back. Good. And a few of these. And then the next time you come forward into that bent knee, we'll make our way to pigeon or to your modification. Getting centered wherever you're going with this. And we're going to melt ourselves down. Taking the last breath or two here. We're going to start to make our way up and either to downward dog or sending this left leg up to the sky. then we'll meet everyone, downward dog, parallel feet, spreading your hands. Last time here, coming forward to plank, holding and breathing. Feeling your crown and heart reaching forward and your heels back. Nice, coming on to the belly, top to the feet, pressing, inhale the heart up, soften the face. And exhale back to a short child's pose, opening up the knees, big toes touch, surrendering all of your effort to the mat. And then we're going to walk the hands in towards the knees, gently pressing yourself up. When you get to the top, deep breath in and out. And we're going to come and sit in the center of the mat, but I also invite you to put on your layers before we lie down. So if you want to grab your socks, your blankets, your long sleeves, whatever is calling to you, and have all the things you want ready for Shavasana. We'll be there pretty soon. Then when you feel ready, we're going to come and lie down. And today we're going to close with a couple different options for Halasana, plow pose, where the legs lift up and potentially over the head, but maybe not. So that's okay. Wherever you are is totally fine. We're going to start just with being on the mat and bringing the knees into the chest and the feet up to the ceiling and arms by your side. And I want you to just relax the belly. See if you can connect with the idea of relaxing your pelvis, relaxing the shoulders, and then sending energy up through the legs. And now you're welcome to just stay here. You're not going to be here too long. You'd stay here for the entire instruction of the rest of this. Some of you could just maybe move your feet closer to your face and maybe stick your hands underneath your sacrum and see how that is. And maybe some of you can keep going, moving the toes over the head, towards the ground. I like hands. Sometimes it just depends. The instruction of this pose in the Iyengar style is hands on the sacrum, elbows very narrow, but sometimes it's nice to keep the hands on the mat. So see what feels good to you. And wherever you are, try to breathe. I know you're very constricted. Do your best. Good. Be here for just a few more moments. This is so good for the vertebrae in the neck. And then we're going to slowly make our way down to rest in Shavasana, letting the legs melt to the mat or to a support underneath the knees perhaps. And inviting you to let yourself relax completely, eyes closing. Hands on your body or by your side, palms facing up. Beginning to deepen your breath. Doing small movements back into the fingers, toes, jaw. Stretching out any way that feels good to you. We'll bend knees and start to make our way onto our side. And just using your hands to draw yourself back up to your seat. And back to close your eyes at center. You can either have your hands on your lap or maybe belly, heart. Take some long, deep breaths, centering yourself and allowing the full effects of your practice to sink in. Coming back to that intention that you may have set earlier. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart, taking a long breath in. Exhaling out completely. And bowing to your heart, honoring yourself for all that you do, all that you give, and for showing up for yourself today. Namaste, Satnam. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you who are practicing with me on a Friday, have a beautiful weekend and hope to see you very soon. Thanks, everyone.